Becky. I am back with process video number 280. Today I'm going to use this sketch right here by Creative Scrappers, and I am going to use the This and That collection that I have recently hauled from Tuesday Morning. As you can see, I have used it before. I think I've done 3 layouts with this particular collection. Okay, so here at the beginning, I am trying to put strips on either side of the paper, which I do end up doing, but I do not end up using that yellow scallop strip. For some reason, I keep trying to bring the yellow back in, and I keep trying to bring the yellow back in, and it's not going to happen. I need to let the yellow go, and I do eventually. Right here, I'm going to use this polka dotted paper for my photos. I am using this adhesive that is removable because I'm not sure where I want my final photo placement to be. I just put them on there like that to kind of trim down the paper. The sketch did call for the photos to be staggered. That's not how I end up leaving it. I do keep that polka dotted paper that size though. Right here I had taken that yellow scallop away. I am pulling out this cardstock stack. I am going to pull out the brown. I'm going to mat this polka dotted paper on the brown cardstock, and then the strips on the side I am also going to mount on the brown cardstock. Now that strip that's over on the right hand side, it doesn't stay, or it might stay and just get flipped over. I don't know. It ends up being the same color as the one on the white, but it's a polka dot pattern. I can't remember right now exactly if I cut a different piece or if I use that same piece. Here I am mounting this side strip. Yeah, the yellow scallops are back in. Here I am mounting this side strip on that same brown cardstock. I never in a million years thought I would be using brown cardstock, but here you are. I am using brown cardstock. The background is just a textured basil, and it is white, and the colors of this line are more cream. I'm okay with that. It doesn't look bad. It's actually quite cute. So the photos I'm going to scrapbook are of my son, and I do not do journaling on the front of this page. I am going to do some journaling on the back of this page. Right here I'm showing you some dies that I'm going to be using. Most of my embellishments are going to be dies. Of course I cut out some tags. I only use one. I do cut out some flourishes and some pinked circles and a love you and an XO. The words I cut out of the brown cardstock, and the other bits I cut out of just patterned paper. So anyways, the photos I'm scrapbooking are of my son, and I'm just gonna kind of write some stuff on the back to him. And this is the thing. I titled this My Son, My Friend, and this is the best thing about having adult children, is that now they're grown and they can be your friends. Because when you're raising them, you're not their friends, you're their parents, right? You're the disciplinarian, you are their parents. Now he's a grown-up and he's adult, I get to be his mom and his friend, and I love that. Right here I'm using this Tim Holtz Distress ink in Walnut Stain. I'm going to ink the edges of those strips and also of that center piece as well. Those photos are matted. If they aren't yet, they will be matted on some white cardstock. I do not ink around that white cardstock of those photos though. It's just a very thin matte. You can't really hardly see it. I'm going to go ahead and get this base stuck down, and then I'm going to get started with my embellishments and my title. And again, I was inking the edges, kind of trying to stay away from my paper because the foam on that pad, the foam on my pads kind of keep falling off, and you have to like blow them off your page. Don't wipe them off your page like I did just there. Probably I have a mark. In fact, I can see it in front of my face and I do have marks. That's a bummer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick my photos down. And you saw there where I flipped it over and there was patterned paper on the back. So apparently I technically did not mat the photos with white cardstock. I matted them with the back side of a pattern paper. So I'm going to put this down right here. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. This video is going to go up on August 19th. August 19th. It's very close to Jim and I going on our trip. I'm probably getting ready to go at this very minute. Right here I pull out these macaw, I think they're called macaw thickers. I got them at Tuesday morning. They're really pretty. They are a wood grain, and I'm just going to spell out my son, my friend. Right there. I'm going to go away to glue it down. Right here I'm trying to get the tags used. I do only end up using one in the end, but it's still a tag on a page. I love tags. I am going to put an embellishment right there in the center of the photos, but it's not going to be that. Right here I'm going to take out the love you that I cut out with the die cut on my Big Shot with that brown cardstock. I do have a silhouette. I just really like the results from the steel dies better. You get a much crisper cut. Like if I tried to cut this small love you on my silhouette, it would be chewed up. It would be horrible. And I know that. I just really like the steel dies. I like the silhouette too, but not for things that are small. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put down the flourishes. If you saw there, I also had some hearts. All those hearts I'm going to pop up. And when I did this specific layout and popped things up, I used remnants of chipboard, and it was a pain in the butt. And I used to do that a lot. And now, after I did this layout, and it took me forever to pop these things up on the remnants of chipboard, I threw the remnants away and just pulled out my foam tape. I am not even going to try and be cheap when it comes to that because it took me forever. And it was really a pain. Now I am going to ink some of these embellishments with that walnut stain distress ink. I don't get all of them inked because I forgot to, apparently, I guess. Right here I'm putting down that flourish. I'm going to kind of set the tag over it just a little bit. Right here. It's so delicate, I had to use those tweezers to get it kind of slipped under there just the way I wanted it. And that's going to go right there. That little brown heart that I put on that tag, I did pop that up. And then I popped the left-hand portion of that tag up as well. That heart I put down right there, I'm taking it away to put the back on it. And I think I also might have used this distress ink on it. And I am popping that up. I'm going to tie some white twine through there. Actually, nope, it's cream colored and it's crochet thread. I don't know what my problem is today. I'm so sorry, guys. It is a Monday. These are some My Mind's Eye wood buttons. I have two different packs. I have some that came with some brads, and then some that just were all only the wooden buttons. And then I showed you the My Mind's Eye fancy enamel dots. I am going to use the darker wood buttons, and then from the fancy pack I am going to use, and I'm sitting here looking at this and I cannot tell if it's cream or if it's white. I think it's more of like a mix between the two. It's like a light cream. I'm going to scatter that down around the page, and as I do, I'm tucking that little wood button under that tag right there. These little bits that I'm getting ready to take out, I don't know if I have them in my hand yet or not. They're from Close to My Heart, and they're kind of a brown gem, and I'm going to stick those around the page. They are sticky back, but with Close to My Heart gems that are sticky back, they are not. You pull them off the pack and the sticky stays on the backing, so they're not really sticky back. You have to stick them down. Sorry about my head. After I do that, I don't do anything else to the layout. Coming up, I am going to show you the sketch again, and then I am going to show you the layout up close, and I am just going to do freeze frames over them. I did not take photos. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.